I'm glad you made it.
I'm late today.
But you made it. That's the important thing.
I made it. I may leave this part in here.
That's fine. Yeah, there's all kinds of hidden gems.
That's right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back with Derek and I.
We're back. We did it.
So, we'll start off. How has your week been?
Not bad. Today is Sunday, February 16th. So we just had Valentine's Day. How was your Valentine's Day?
Man, we spent our Valentine's Day just getting scans. Which, if you look in the video before this, all the results are there. So I won't rehash all that. But we
It's a good video too. Very informative.
it was a good video.
They're gonna just briefly to recap. They're gonna start her on Toucan Sam.
I know,
and,
dude.
and Bastard.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
that name, we're just
Yeah.
like, she had to practice that name before
Yeah.
we said it. No, it was good. You know, Jessica, when she has scans, she can't eat or drink anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so when she does that, I partake and not eating or drinking anything. I just feel guilty by having a good breakfast when she can't do nothing. And so we go, she has to drink that fluid for an hour and then have the scans, and then we have to wait an hour or so before they get the results, and the doctor sees the results.
Yeah.
So by the time we got out of there, we were just super hungry.
Yeah.
When I get super hungry, I'm a super dick.
Yeah.
I just irritable and
Hangry, as they say.
yes.
Yeah.
And we went to Smoking Joe's.
Ah,
Had some barbecue.
nice.
Then our attitudes leveled out. And
Yeah. If you like meatloaf, they have a really good
I haven't had their-
smoky meatloaf.
Really?
Oh, it's awesome. And it's even better later that night or the next day. Make like a meatloaf sandwich out of it. We've done that. It's brilliant.
She got the brisket sandwich, and then I got the pulled pork nachos.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry.
It's the nachos were great. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, and it was a big pile of nachos. But once you clean that first layer off, it's just basic chips underneath.
Yeah.
A restaurant needs to layer their goodies on nachos. That way you have every chip has something
That's true.
to go for. 'Cause
That's true.
it was kind of a waste. It was like a half a bag of damn chips left. I'm like, I just want to sit there and eat chips.
Yeah. Sign our petition for Smoking Joe's to up their nacho game.
Yes.
There will be a link in the notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
important.
But we did that, and then came home, took a nap,
Yeah.
and that evening we just took it easy. Oh, we did on the menu at Smoking Joe's. They had blackberry cobbler. That's my favorite cobbler.
Yeah, that's good.
And I was just like, I told Jessica, it's like, I want a piece, but I can pay $6 for a piece, or you can throw in a few extra bucks, go to the store and just buy one and make it at home.
Yeah.
Can't find them.
Yeah.
They had peach cobbler. They got apple pie,
Yeah.
but no blackberry. So I don't know if that's seasonal or
Yeah, it could be.
what. So we ended up getting angel food cake
Uh-huh.
and getting the blackberry cobbler filling and dumping it on it. And
That's
actually
an idea, yeah.
came real delicious.
Did you heat it up? Heat the filling
Man,
up?
I like mine cold.
Do you really?
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I do. It's I'll eat it hot.
Yeah.
You know, but like having a blackberry cobbler, make it, eat it, and the next day getting a cold piece. Oh, it's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah. It's funny, we were talking the other day. We were sitting at the table eating, and I forget exactly what we were talking about, but talking about some leftovers, and Benjamin said something like, yeah, and Dad'll eat his cold. Jeff said, yeah, he does tend to eat a lot of things cold, and I do. I love cold pizza, and I like
cold
absolutely
pizza.
love cold chicken strips.
Yes.
You know?
You know what else is good cold? Is
What?
those little Smokies and barbecue sauce.
Oh, really? Yeah, I can see that.
We for Super Bowl we had our neighbors over and we had some left over, and the next morning I got into it,
Yeah.
ate it cold, and it was really good. I prefer cold pizza.
And there are times at dinner, especially if we're having leftovers, if it's like lukewarm, sometimes I don't mind. I'll just eat it. I'm so hungry. I don't want to wait on the microwave, and that's pathetic.
Microwaves are so good at heating up the bowl or the plate
Yeah.
hot as hell, but the
Yeah.
food's still not
Yeah.
that heated.
Yeah, which is great if you want third-degree burns on your
That's
hands.
it.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Well, that explains your Facebook picture that you posted of you two eating dinner somewhere on Valentine's Day, because there's absolutely no way you could do that at dinner time on Valentine's Day.
That was at Smoking Joe's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I figured it was. Yeah. Well, we had placed a dinner order at Olive Garden. We decided, hey, let's place an order. I'll pick it up on the way home, and that way we don't have to really fight the crowds like we normally would, because it's just insane on Valentine's Day. Unless you can get a reservation somewhere, you're going to be waiting.
Right.
So after work, I get there, and there's no spots. No parking spots at all, even for the pickup. It's that busy. And so I park at the end of the lot. I thought I was going to have to park across the street in the vacant Steak and Shake lot. But I managed to find a parking spot, and then I went inside, and there's a line to pick up because there's no spots outside.
Jeez.
And it's a madhouse. They're running stuff out. People are waiting for tables. People are putting their name in. And shortly after I got there, the people waiting on tables, they were already telling them it's a 2-hour wait.
Holy crap.
And
that's just at Olive Garden.
Yeah, and there were a handful that would leave, of course, but most people were like, yeah, we'll wait, because they knew better. You're not going to find a spot.
Right.
So I get my name in, or they come up and they ask me my name, and they go to check on my order. And the guy that goes to check on my order comes back out, and he's running other orders out. I'm like, okay, well, it's not ready. A little bit later, I give him my name again. And every time they go to the computer and they look, and then he went back to the back again to look, and he didn't see anything, and then he left. And I'm waiting a little while longer. And finally, I tell the girl who's also working the computer up front, I said, can you make sure I'm checked in? Because I've been here a while, and people have checked twice, and there's nothing, And I think at that point, I finally got checked in.
Jeez.
And it's funny because other people that were waiting on their orders, some of them were getting them, after they came in. One guy actually ordered like at noon, and another guy ordered on the way home from work, and I'm like, I ordered mine last night. It's like, it might be cold by now, but it should be there. And then finally I went up, and I think they brought my order up, and this one guy said, how long have you been waiting? And I said, I've been here almost 45 minutes now. He said, is that when you checked in? I said, I've checked in 3 times. And he goes, oh, I'm worried now. And then they had my sack of food waiting there, and then they couldn't check me out because the girl had misplaced her card to scan the computer. Damn. And I looked at the guy and I said, they don't want me to leave now. And the guy said, you may be eating it here. And I said, we'll have a picnic. And he said, oh, you're going to share with me? I said, yeah, but I'm going to expect a gift next year. And as angering and frustrating as it was, and I went through a range of emotions, in that 45 minutes.
Oh, yes. Yes.
They were still kicking ass. I mean, they were working hard. There's going to be mistakes made on a day that crazy. They were still doing an excellent job there. So I wouldn't dare, badmouth them.
Right.
It's just circumstance.
Man, Jessica and I would never have celebrated Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I take that back. There's been a few in the 25 years we've been together. Yeah. I've sprinkled something here and there, but overall we never have, because like to her, it means more. Yeah. To do something when you're not supposed to, when society doesn't say, hey, you got to do this, and not knocking people that celebrated it at all. Yeah. But another big reason why we don't is because how crowded and crazy busy restaurants are on Valentine's Day. Just like we had our lunch about, I don't know, noon, 1 o'clock ish somewhere. So everybody else is still at work, and it turned out nice.
Like I said, that explains the picture, because I'm like, how the heck are they even sitting down somewhere on Valentine's Day?
So yeah, no, we just don't mess with it.
Yeah.
They're just too busy.
By the time I got our dinner home, we were so hungry. We had talked about opening up a bottle of wine to have with it, just because it was a special day. You know, we didn't even get the wine glasses were on the counter. We didn't even get the wine out of the fridge.
Oh,
we were so hungry. We just devoured our dinner.
Oh, yeah, dude, I can't do those crowds.
Yeah.
I hate it. Kind of off subject. Well, it is off subject, not kind of.
Yeah.
Something I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Something I saw on the internet that just blew my mind.
All right.
It's gonna sound maybe dumb and whatever, but you ever see have you seen that video circulating of that angler fish that came to the surface?
I don't know. Maybe.
So, you know what the angler fish is?
Uh-huh.
It's a fish with all the teeth and it has that little light thing. And,
Yeah.
and they stay
yeah.
at the depths of the ocean.
Yeah.
Well, this guy was coming up to the surface and he filmed it.
And it's like the first time researchers have ever seen one come that close.
Right.
And it died on the way up.
Right.
Yeah.
So the initial pictures or the video that I saw, I mean, this thing looked like it was a big fish.
Yeah.
This thing is tiny.
Is it?
It fits in the palm of your hand.
Really?
It is so damn small.
Well, they got some good pictures of
They
it.
got some good pictures, but what was it, 4 centimeters
Really?
or
Yeah.
something? And like the females get maybe up to like 20 centimeters. I could be wrong.
So
It's
that's
somewhere in the ballpark.
So that might be as big as that particular.
one gets. But you've seen pictures of them, and in my head I think that it's a big.
Yeah, it's probably the teeth because they look so scary.
Right.
You expect it to be
Big.
huge.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's like
Yeah.
there's the picture of the guy who's wearing a black glove, and it just fits right in the palm of his hand.
Wow,
there.
I didn't see that. I saw the pictures that were taken of it in the water, underwater.
Well, there was another picture of the guy that was filming it,
Uh-huh.
and somebody else clearly was filming him. But you see him here in this little itty bitty dot in front of his
Yeah.
camera. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, first of all, how the hell did he spot that?
Yeah.
But it just blew my mind on how small
Yeah.
those things are.
Yeah, I in the brief bit that I read about it, I saw that they were pretty excited to see that because they can study it a little bit more and see a little bit more about its habits and why one would come up that far
Right.
to the surface.
I can see where it can die, because I know when you're fishing, if you go in depths, if you raise the fish up too much, kind of like a human, I guess, gases build up and it can kill them. So I
Yeah.
wonder why it came up. Don't know,
Yeah.
but coming from that depth,
You have to wonder if it died because it came so close to the surface,
Right.
or if it was dying and that's why
it came up.
Yeah,
But for it being that small, that thing is terrifying.
yeah.
It's just like,
Can you imagine seeing a school of them? It's like School of Piranha.
oh,
or
geez,
something.
yeah, don't. I thought it was big enough to take a chunk out of your leg.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
regardless, it's going to hurt. But
I thought it'd be at least the size of your fist, maybe a little
Yeah.
bit bigger.
no, those
Yeah.
things are tiny.
You have to wonder too what they feed on, because the bioluminescent light that they have
Draw something.
it attracts food.
Right.
So that's got to be tiny.
Well, they can keep that shit down to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
No, it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's the more you know, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
we need a star to cascade across.
Well, I told Jessica, I'm like, after seeing that and how small they are, just like, man, I now need an anglerfish in this room somewhere.
Yeah.
Little toy anglerfish or something.
See if you can buy one stuffed and mounted.
That would be rad.
Little plaque. Looks like a belt buckle. Maybe you could wear it as a belt buckle.
Shit, the belt buckle, it's much bigger than my damn
Yeah.
button down here.
Well, let's
On
not-
my pants. On my
Okay.
pants.
I was
on
about
my
to
pants.
say, let's not.
Not that button.
We're trying to clean up the act a little bit.
Yeah.
You keep. He gets worse by the minute.
Damn, dude, you're hung like anglerfish. So, report on the Angels,
Okay.
since that seems to be in all the videos, so might as well keep it going. Nothing this week.
Nothing this week, huh?
Nothing this week at all.
Interesting.
So, it was hot there for a minute, and
Yeah.
so far this week it's been
Yeah, they seem to be pretty active.
normal. They did.
For a good 3 or 4 weeks there.
So, we're kind of hoping they do something else. Jessica talks to him every morning.
Yeah.
You know, when she goes to work, she's like, all right, you guys move.
Yeah.
But yeah, the past week, nothing. So it's been interesting.
Maybe she made him mad.
Could be. Or now they know they're known. It's like, oh, damn.
It'd be something if when they were mad they faced away from each other.
Yes. So, I brought up an idea. Did we talk about this on, I don't think we talked about film, about taking a trip to West Memphis?
No, not on film.
Not on film.
You did mention it, that it was something you wanted to do. One day.
So, we, the West Memphis 3, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It was 3 children that was murdered in 1993, I believe, on May 5th in West Memphis, Arkansas. And they ended up arresting Damien Echols, Jesse Misskelley, and Jason Baldwin on these murders. And they spent 18 years in prison, which Damien Echols spent 18 years on death row for a crime that they didn't commit. And the public, I mean, they kept this case going. Attorneys, people from all over the world got involved in this, and they ended up getting released on the Alford plea. And the Alford plea is basically you plead guilty while maintaining your innocence. So you're still a convicted felon for it. And the reason why they did this Alford plea on it is because they was going to go back to court. They have DNA evidence that doesn't link them to the crime. And so they got released. Well, now they're all 3 in the free world, but they're still trying to make this case. They still, even though they're free, they're free. You know, if they were guilty, they would just leave it alone.
Yeah.
But they're still pursuing it to this day to be exonerated of these crimes. You know, and that's what I've always believed, that they were innocent. But this makes me believe that even more so that they're innocent, because why would they keep trying to pursue who the real killer is if they were the real killer? Right. You know, there's Paradise Lost on HBO, the series. There's like 3 of them. There's a West of Memphis documentary. But anyways, I was talking to Derek. A future vlog will be going to West Memphis and vlogging these areas, which I've been to a couple of them, and it's kind of in the ghetto. And Jessica's not comfortable going, so when I brought it up to her, saying, "Hey, me and Derek,
take Derek." Yeah,
I said, "Me and Derek may go, and I may invite Eric to go with us."
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And she's like, "Oh, thank God," because she knows this is high on my list. And it's usually when we travel that way that I'm like, "Hey, do you want to stop?" She's like, "No." No. So that'll be a future trip that I would like to do sometime this spring when it warms up again.
In fact, we have a little bit of snow on the ground today.
We do.
We got some snowfall last night.
My son-in-law Dylan was telling me this morning that Tuesday they're expecting 6 to 8 inches of snow here. Yeah,
and you and I had talked a little bit about possibly meeting with the other guys we record with for Sorry It Got Weird, which is a yet to be released podcast that we've been working on. And for months, with the holidays and illness and schedule conflicts, we haven't seen these guys. We haven't seen them since November. But we had kind of talked about, okay, let's meet this Tuesday. We should be able to make it. And now there's we've got a projection. I keep hearing around a foot of snow this coming Tuesday is possible.
Which is kind of rare around here.
Yeah, well, we get 1 or 2 decent snows each winter.
But to have a foot,
a foot is kind of rare.
Rare here.
Usually it's about half a foot.
But I'll take it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I'll take it. Yeah. Business at work is slow, anyways.
Yeah. So. I'll probably have to go into the office or work remote, one or the other. But as long as it's not ice, I'm pretty good with it.
Yeah, I don't like the ice. I won't do the ice.
But yeah, we're supposed to get a snow, so we may have to postpone again but if it holds off until that night, it shouldn't be an issue.
I can't wait for this podcast to come out.
I know, it's going to be fun.
We started it. We've recorded many sessions, and it's through a professional recording studio.
Yes, East Hall Productions, East Hall Studio, out of Fayetteville. They're kind of in flux right now. Our buddy Chris Moore owns it. He has a website. I believe it's easthall.com if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
But yeah, he's having to change locations. So we're not sure when the studio will be up and running again. So we haven't been able to record for a bit, and it could still be a while before we can record and edit and get stuff released. But those recording sessions have been a lot of fun. There's 5 of us that sit around a table and just do what we do here. But the way we interact and play off of each other is just...
It's entertaining. We always have a main subject that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we usually have a topic. The first few recordings we didn't, but the last few we did. And I think those are going to be chopped up and rearranged and edited in a different way. So they won't be as they were recorded. But
yeah, this one's going to be more, this is more raw.
Yeah.
To record. This chair is squeaky as hell.
Yeah, you have squeaky chairs. I think we talk about that
every
recording. It's like you realize it for the first time.
I'm not one to sit
when you
still.
take Ponji's arm and put it over his eyes, he falls asleep. So.
I can't sit still.
Yeah.
And I like to just sit like this, but then my feet fall asleep.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm fighting right now, is my feet falling asleep. So I'm just going to really...
It's really not the chair. When he walks around, he squeaks too, and I don't know what that's all about. But
it comes with age. It'll come with age.
Yeah.
But no, the other podcast has been fun. You know, Derek and I has talked about doing stuff like this for quite a while now.
Yeah.
And this one, as you can see, is in the infant stages.
Yeah.
You know, but going down there, just we sit around the round table and
yeah,
you know, like it's professional recorders, so we have our own mics, our own cans, and sit around and talk.
No video yet, but
no video.
We may work that in at some point.
It'll all come together.
Yeah.
You know, we'll keep this one going, and then
very immature humor. I mean, it's worse than what you see here.
that's why it's called Sorry It Got Weird.
Yeah,
because it does.
But we talk about some weird topics too, and I think we stated in our first recording together here, a lot of those topics may overlap. We may talk about some of those here and vice versa.
Right.
But,
and then a lot of topics there we're going to go record. We'll throw on this channel. Yeah. They'll mix in together.
The thing about Sorry It Got Weird is with no video, we can sit there with notes. You know, research we've done on certain topics and make sure we cover everything we want to. Here we just wing it.
So. We just wing. Well, I do have a whiteboard over there. Jessica's with us.
Yeah.
She gets a chemo brain and can't.
Yeah.
She loses her thoughts, so I write down, you know, the topics that she wants to discuss, and I just kind of ask the questions, kind of like interviewing her in a sense, you know. On the last video, you can see where her chemo brain kicks in, and then she'll remember. But I've thought about having cards because there'll be stuff like the anglerfish. I was like, man, I want to talk to Derek about the anglerfish. I remembered it this time.
Yeah,
but
I don't have a problem with that if we find something we want to really discuss at length. You know, having some notes.
Well, some of those topics on Sorry It Got Weird is, I mean, it's an in-depth story.
There's a lot to.
You gotta have a paper in front of you to read it because there's so much involved in it.
Yeah, we talk about names, dates, people involved with particular stories. There's most of them that we've stumbled across and discussed have had some weird twists and turns. There's a lot to them.
Yeah. What was that one we did? The railroad track.
Yeah, Murder on the Tracks.
Murder on the Tracks. Look that up on YouTube. Yeah. It's a weird story, but there's no way you could have remembered all that.
No, there's too
without
much.
Notes.
Too much, yeah.
No, and my memories.
Yeah.
You know, dealing with everything, it gets scrambled up, and Jessica was funny the other day. She had an idea for her and I to talk on the channel, and she was in the bathtub when she told me, and I'm in the bed, and she just kind of yelled it out at me, and I'm like, oh, that would be good. And totally fucking forgot about it.
Well, get her back in the bathtub.
I know, right? She
retrace your steps.
When we went to
you stay in that bathtub
until you remember. She finally remembered, but she asked. She goes, "What was that I told you to remember?" I'm like, we couldn't think of it.
I do that all the time.
And then later on that day, she's like, "Oh, it was this?" I'm like, "Text it to me right now."
Yeah.
And she wanted to explain how we came up with the name Blazed and Confused.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I'm not going to explain to it now. I'll wait till she's here because that was kind of her idea on how.
Now I have to wait until Thursday.
You did. Oh, dude,
the suspense.
500 likes.
Yeah, let's hold everybody hostage.
So yeah, Thursday's video we'll go into that, but the point being is how we forget.
Yeah.
What we want to do on the channel, so we try to make notes. And
I have to have, like, if there's something I need to pick up after work from the grocery store, I have to have a text usually.
Oh,
or
dude,
I'll forget. I'm awful about it.
Jessica, she showed me this TikTok on the husband goes to the store.
Mm-hmm.
The wife's phone is on silent. He calls like 15 times and texts in and try to figure out what to get. And
yeah,
just like, yep. No, we have to do that too.
Yeah. What I hate is when I remember some things and I feel like I've accomplished something and I get home and then there's that one thing I forgot. And then I just beat myself up over it.
I hate it when I get home and Jessica's like, "Did you get this?" I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
I got distracted in the candy aisle. I'm sorry.
There was something shiny on the road.
Yeah. No, yeah. And there's a lot, like we talk a lot on what we're going to do behind the scenes, text back and forth. And today we're just kind of winging it.
Yeah, and the topics on the other one, Sorry It Got Weird, it's a range of things. We'll hear about something that sounds odd and interesting, and we'll pursue it. We've had everything from true crime to weird experiments that we've heard about, to dogman sightings. To the paranormal, of course. That's kind of a staple with us. But and so far, just about. Everything we've discussed has been fairly local. Even some of the things in Oklahoma or Missouri
are still local.
Are just an hour or two away.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, which is kind of fun. I like learning about weird stuff in our immediate area.
Oh, I love discovering weird stuff.
Yeah.
But this channel, we're just gonna spiral off of things like that.
Yeah.
Find our own groove and
yeah. I think discussing anglerfish on a regular basis is pretty good.
See, we need an anglerfish mascot.
Yeah, maybe.
that needs to be our mascot. Right now I'm working on a logo to get things a little bit more official. And we want to print stickers on because we are going to the gates of Area 51.
Yeah.
And there's some signs and areas there where you're allowed to put stickers and leave stuff.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that. That'd be great.
Our cousin, one of our cousins is working on an idea of logo, and my niece is working on one, so we'll see where that goes off. We kind of jump started this without anything. We just let's just do it.
Yeah, let's do it, because we had talked about it for a while, and it's like, it's time. Let's just start doing it.
If we wait till we have all the cards in line, it'll never happen. So it's like we're starting and things are falling in.
10 years from now, I'll be real surprised if we've got our act together.
I don't want to have my act together in 10 years. I want to stay like this forever.
Yeah. So check us out in 10 years. We might have a logo by then.
Yeah. So, all right, dude. Well, anything else?
Nothing on topic. There's always more we could discuss if you want to talk a bit more.
I love the shirt again.
Thank you. Yeah, this is one of my Bigfoot shirts, so yeah, I like this one a lot.
I'm throwing my Dodger stuff up because it's almost baseball season. The Dodgers are the best team out there. Yeah. We're going to win back-to-back World Series this year. It's going to be awesome.
Okay. You heard it here.
Yep, you heard it here. Dodgers are taking it all.
All right.
But good luck to your team.
He says through clenched teeth.
I don't want to be a dick, but
you can't help it.
That's it. So, no, we'll come up with a topic next week, and
yeah, that'd be fine.
I do miss that with Sorry It Got Weird.
Yeah.
Having the topic because I love the research portion of it.
Yeah, and you and I have been meeting weekly pretty much. And with the other guys, we meet every 2 weeks. So usually one of us will have something in mind, and that'll give whoever time to do a little bit of research and put some notes together. Sometimes we research things concurrently, like you'll do some research and I'll do some research, and then we'll just chime in here and there. But usually it's one person taking the wheel, and everybody else is just kind of reacting and learning, and it's a lot of fun though. It's worked really well so far.
If you guys have subjects you want us to cover and talk about,
yeah, that's a good idea.
Doesn't matter how weird, how strange.
We love weirdness, strangeness, unexplained things.
Leave it in the comments. Give us ideas. Yeah. The weirder, the better.
Speaking of, I saw some news recently that got me pretty excited. They're doing and I pronounced this word biopic. In fact, Tiff saw something about a different project, and she said, I heard somebody pronounce the word biopic. Is it biopic or biopic? And I'd always thought it was biopic.
Biopic seems right.
Yeah, see, and it sounds weird to me. I've always said biopic, but I haven't always pronounced things correctly. So.
No, but you are very good at English and all your stuff, so I go by what you say.
I'm just good at guessing.
Okay.
But there's a new film project that was just announced. That's I don't know when it's coming out, but it's a biopic or biopic, tomato. But it's about Art Bell, the radio host of the original radio host of Coast to Coast AM, late night radio, AM radio. I when I was a kid, I used to tune in and absolutely love it. He would talk about aliens. He would talk about Area 51. He would talk about ghost stories. Every Halloween, they had what was called Ghost to Ghost AM, where they just had people call in telling ghost stories and things that happened to them. He would also talk about, scientific discoveries and things like that. But a lot of it was, Bigfoot and a lot of craziness. And there were some wonderful, wonderful episodes back in the day that were just amazing. And I'd like to, at some point, talk about some of those, either here or on the other one or both. Do some deep dives into some of those stories because they're really compelling and really out there. But he was huge. I mean, he basically became the voice of the paranormal for the longest time. Yes. And he passed away several years ago. But he had gone off the air and returned a few times with different shows, but it was always the same kind of format. And he was brilliant at it. He knew how to talk to people, how to get entertainment out of it, and how to draw a story out. He was just a master at it. But they announced a movie about his life. I'm wondering how much of the radio show will actually be in it. They've got to touch on a few of the really big ones.
Right.
But from what I've seen, Paul Giamatti is going to play him, which should be pretty interesting. So I got excited about that and got me thinking about some possible topics we can discuss in the future. So that might be something that comes up.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Let's do it. Real quick, and we'll wrap this up. On documentaries and stuff. Have you seen on, I think it's Netflix, I could be wrong, but it's called Scamanda?
I've seen like the thumbnail for it. I haven't watched it or anything.
Jeez, Jessica and I's been watching it.
Uh-huh.
Well, in which her and I will probably talk about it since it's related to cancer. But
Uh-huh.
if you haven't checked that out, check it out. It's this chick faked having cancer, got hundreds of thousands of dollars from people. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. We're over here struggling with it, and this fake girl just, my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, we appreciate it. We really appreciate all the support.
Yeah, and end on a happy note.
Yes.
With the Scamanda topic. Always end on a happy note.
Check that out,
leave them wanting more. That's
right.
Yeah.
But do appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends. We really want this to take off. And
smash that phone.
Yes, smash your phone.
Smash your phone so we know you love us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get sued.
Yeah.
You know.
Smash that phone button. No, but we do appreciate it. We hope you enjoy, and we're going to keep doing it even if you don't enjoy
Yeah,
it.
it's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
We're in the long haul on this.
Yeah.
So, leave comments. Let us know anything you want to see or you want us to discuss.
Yep, constructive criticism we love. We enjoy it.
We do. Any ideas? I'll do a chicken dance if I have to. I don't give a shit.
You heard it here.
I'll do it.
Next
If
week.
I get 500 likes.
If we get 2 likes, he's doing the chicken dance.
Oh, hell yeah. It'll be you and my daughter doing the likes. Like, gotta do it now.
Yeah, it's covered. We're done.
That's do it. Okay, we'll do it. All right, guys. So you guys have a good week. We'll be back Thursday with Jessica again, and
Yep.
next Tuesday with Derek. So
Yep. And I hope to hear more about her Toucan Sam and Bastard Pills. So,
we don't know if she's gonna be chemo this Tuesday or if it's gonna be next Tuesday. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But yeah, that's a fun name to say.
yeah.
I'm not gonna try to say it because I butcher it every time I do.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's only appropriate. Toucan, Son of Sam, and your serial killer memorabilia. So.
it's all gonna come together.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. Hot Pocket's done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's enough of us. Thanks
All right.
again.
Have a good one.